Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm here with another Pauper League. And I'm going to be playing this Brew again, this blue-white Reanimator deck, now renamed as one person suggested in the comments to blue-white Evoke. I really like that name. It really shows like what the deck is doing. Reanimator didn't honestly really fit the deck that well. But if you haven't seen the other leagues I played with this deck, you really want to check them out. Go to my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. There's going to be a link in the description below to go there and check out the leagues with the blue-white Reanimator lists because honestly, this deck is so much fun. And I think this is like one of my best brews that I've ever made. Actually, I think it's actually pretty good. So I'm going to get into this deck tech here. But go check out the channel. If you like my content, please consider supporting me by subscribing. That's the best way to do so. But let's get right into this deck and what we're doing. Again, I go through a deck tech on those other videos, but I'll go through one quickly here. Basically, the idea behind this deck is using cards like Angelic Renewal, 2-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may sacrifice this. If you do, return it to the battlefield. So basically what that means is if one of your creatures dies, you can sacrifice this to bring your creature back. But then all these evoke creatures, when you evoke them, they die automatically, and then you still get the trigger when they enter the battlefield. So, like turn 2 Angelic Renewal, turn 3 Evoke Muldrifter, evoke, draw 2, it dies, comes back, draw 2 again. You end up with a Muldrifter in play, and you've drawn 4 cards. So that's a pretty nice combo. It's similar. It works similarly with Ephemerate as well, where you just have to have 1 mana open. So like on 4 mana, you go evoke Muldrifter, Ephemerate your Muldrifter, end up with a Muldrifter, draw 4 cards, and then Ephemerate again next turn to draw 2 more cards. So that's the basic idea of the deck. Same thing works with Soul Migration. This just makes birds, and it's a 2/4 flying. So I was like waffling between 3, 2, and now back to 4 Soul Migration, just going full combo. And then we still have a late game of Mnemonic Wall, Ephemerate, being able to get back like Dispel, Counterspell, Ponder, Preordain, and even Late to Dinner. So if they kill Mnemonic Wall or our evoke creatures, we can just Late to Dinner those back. And we can just lock them out with Stonehorn Dignitary. So the deck is honestly really, really good. I'm really excited to get into this one. We'll see how we do against Chatterstorm. The main plan there is just play a bunch of Stonehorn Dignitaries and not let them ever attack. 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, classic. That's what I like to do in all my brews, as somebody pointed out on Twitter. And then the mana base, pretty straightforward. 3 bounce lands, bunch of blue and white sources. In the sideboard, 4 Dust to Dust. Affinity still a problem. 2 Dawnbringer Cleric. This is just a really nice one to flicker as well. The 2 Stonehorns, like I mentioned. And now a bunch of different counter spells that I'm going to try out. A Prohibit, Double Negate, Double Hydroblast, and 2 more Dispels to go up to 3. So basically our plan against Chatterstorm is bring in all these counter spells, survive the early game with all our counters, and then just start Stonehorning them, and then flickering Stonehorn. So that's our basic game plan against Chatterstorm, and we have a game plan against Affinity as well and Dusted Us. And against the blue base decks, we just rely on the strength of like Muldrifter, Renewal, Ephemerate, Soul of Migration, that sort of thing. So we have plans against all the top decks. This deck can grind. It has one of the best late games, similar to Tron, where we're just flickering. This deck is awesome. Let's go. Let's go round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against, I assume, Blast with a 1 instead of an O. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. I'm going to try to play fast this league because this deck does take a long time. Does not kill anybody quickly, as you can see by this hand. Just going to lead Tranquil Cove here. I could lead Preordain, but I like leading Cove. Just allows me to journey on 2 if I want to. And we'll see what we're up against. If we were up against Chatterstorm, it's going to be pretty rough here, but we have a Stonehorn to get to plus Ephemerate. So that's the game plan. And it looks like some type of Affinity deck. Okay. Fine seeing that. Okay, there's a Late to Dinner. Let's just start with Preordain. I could start with Cycle Ash Barrens, but I think I'm fine to start with Cycle. We'll just cast Preordain here. Against Affinity, huh? I could just keep both of these and then cast the Ponder. Like evoking this on 4 and then Late to Dinner, it could be good enough. I think I'm going to top and just Ponder right now. They just seem like solid choices. And there's Angelic Renewal as well. Nice. We don't necessarily need both renewals, but what I can do is I can put a renewal third, and then I can draw the Soul Migration, then draw the renewal. Next turn, go. So I'm going to draw these 2 between draw Ponder and then draw for turn. Then I'm going to cycle with Ash Barrens, play renewal, And then I guess I need another land to be able to evoke this. That is a problem, actually. Still think I'm going to go for this. I still think it's strong enough. Okay. Pass. Because if I draw land, this hand becomes really strong. Okay, bridge into bridge. Looks like Grixis Affinity. Okay. Duress, huh? Wonder if there's any chance we want to cycle away that thing. I don't think so. I think they're going to take probably one of these two cards. I'm not really sure yet. They probably have to read Angelic Renewal. So this just looks like Grixis Affinity with Duress main. They take Journey to Nowhere. Interesting. Okay. Let's cycle for planes, play Renewal, pass, and then if I top deck any basic, it gets pretty sweet here. Because then I just get to go Evoke Soul, trigger Renewal, sack it, and then have 4/1/1s with flying and a 2/4 flying. And then I can start either ephemerating, and if they kill it, I can late to dinner. So, looking good, looking good. Ichor Wellspring is fine. Opponent not really off to a blazing start themselves. Land. Land, please. Thoughtcast, okay. That's good. Thoughtcast or I mean, land or Muldrifter. Okay. I'll take it. This will allow us to likely hit a land drop. Not complaining about this. So here's the combo. Oh god. We need to draw land. Land? No. That sucks. Wonder if I should just discard Soul of Migration at this point, because then I can just late to dinner it. And I'm 2 mana away from like Evoke plus Ephemerate on there, so yeah, I can just late to dinner that if I draw land, but that sucks. I mean, not only did we not draw land for turn, we didn't draw land after we drew 4 cards off Muldrifter. I mean, we could have just not drawn anything and just passed the turn there, so at least we did something, but yeah, missing a land drop was really bad for us there. We really need to progress our game plan and play lands. So that sucked. See what the opponent does. Deadly Dispute, Ancestral Recall, make a treasure. Now opponent can potentially go off if they go like Artifact Land, play some more artifacts and play a bunch of 4/4s. Could get pretty rough here for us. We'll see. That's 5 artifacts. So if they played 2 1-drop artifacts, they could start playing Mirror Enforcers. Oh god. Why'd I have to say it? I mean, really, missing on lands there was just so bad for us. I mean, if they ever tap out, I can start ephemerating. Okay. Not sure what they're going to take here. Maybe just ephemerate? Maybe late to dinner? I don't think they're going to take Counterspell because, I mean, that's what I would want them to take because I just want to tap out on my turn and play stuff. They have 1 mana from a treasure available. I guess I could see them taking Counterspell. Otherwise, I have Ephemerate plus Counter, which is kind of annoying for them. They take Ephemerate. Okay. And Mirror Enforcer here. Yeah. Okay. Man, getting crushed here. Just not drawing lands. I mean, I could have shuffled on this Ponder to just try to guarantee to hit more lands, but those cards were just so good. So my options are basically attack with Muldrifter, evoke Muldrifter, or attack with Muldrifter, play a Seagate Oracle. I think I like the Seagate line. I guess I can just play this before attacking, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could have played Thraben Inspector, leave up Counterspell. That may have been better. But I did not do that. Okay. Attack for 2. I think we're pretty far behind in this game just from missing so many lands. Really sucked. We're on the play here. Yeah. So we missed 2 land drops. That's right. Yeah. Oh, no, no. We should be at. We just missed the 1 land drop. Okay, well, they have Tog. They can go up to 5 lands here. So, yeah, we should be at 5 lands. Okay, there's Ichor Wellspring. Could always die to Fling, but I can stop them from attacking with Stonehorn if I want to do that. I can also just, like, late to dinner a soul and start chumping this. Man, I just need to hit lands. I think I'm going to evoke Moldrifter here now. This has been one of the most awkward draws, honestly, I've ever had, just because I'm drawing a bunch of cards. I'm just not drawing lands. Ah, God damn. Brutal. Brutal start to this league. We have 2 creatures to chump this Atog with. If they have a Team or Battle Rage, we're going to die, but so be it. We can Journey the Atog next turn. This deck really, like, the reason you have the bounce lands in this deck is because this deck really wants to get to a high mana count. As you can see, like, look at all these expensive things we want to do, and when we're stuck on a low land count, we can't really do enough stuff in order to really start taking over the game. Like, we need to progress to the late game, start getting these flicker loops going, and those require a lot of mana. So, yeah, pretty rough state for us here. I really like these matchups in this matchup against Affinity in games 2 and 3. I mean, 4 Dust to Dust plus, like, I think like our game 1 we're kind of a slight dog in this matchup. But after bringing in 4 Dust to Dust and some Hydroblasts, I think we're favored. They have a bunch of Duress main to fight the Chatterstorm matchup. That's understandable. But yeah, 4 Dust to Dust is real. Not only you get those games where you just dusted us all their lands and lock them out that way, but if they just like play a couple Mirror Enforcers, you just can exile 2 4/4s with 1 card, and then even start bringing back Dust to Dust with Mnemonic Wall. So there's a lot of sweet stuff to do. I'm gonna just plan to chump a Tog with Thraben Inspector here. They'll probably just sack Wellspring, kill Inspector. Okay, so Shaman. So they might. I think they can just kill us, right? Let's see. If they go sack 1 thing to a Tog, they draw. Then they sack 3 things to Cart Clay and Shaman, deal 3 to each ground creature. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10, 13, 17. So it's actually not lethal yet. If they play 1 more artifact, it's lethal. Looks like that's probably what they're going to do here. Oh, they just have Fling? Or they have Teamer Battle Rage or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14. That's 12 plus 9. Yeah. Okay. That's just, they just have the Fling. Well, I mean, this game would have looked a lot different if we just hit our lands. Like, look at, we're dying with 7 cards in hand because we couldn't leave up Counterspell. We couldn't really deploy our stuff. We couldn't journey their Tog. So they had a couple routes to victory there. Okay. Supposed, like I said, I think we're a slight dog in game 1 anyway. Bring in all of this. This spell's not bad. I think it's a little narrow in this matchup. Can cut like Renewal. I think Thraben's actually just like, they can chump, but that's basically all they do. Soul of Migration actually doesn't match up that well against their 4/4s a lot of times here. I think I like 2 Stonehorn. I think I like Seagate. Can cut a Ponder, can cut another Soul. I can cut one ephemerate. I think I'll do that. Go down to 3 renewal, 3 ephemerate. Seems good. Prohibit's also not terrible, but yeah, let's just go with this. This looks good. 2 Hydroblast, 2 Counterspell, 4 Dust to Dust, and then we still have like our essentially same late game package and some cantrips. So deck looks solid. We got this. 4 Dust to Dust, let's go. All right, game 2 against Affinity. We're on the play. Snap keep. Just lead Cove here. It's true that these Stonehorns aren't great. Maybe I should side those out because they don't really provide value, but it can be pretty annoying for the opponent, especially when they're on like a mass 4/4 type draw. Seagate Oracle, huh? All right, let's just play Island, pass, cycle Ash Barrens for planes. That way if we draw Dust to Dust, we can cast it. And then start running out Seagate Oracles, looking for Dust to Dust. It's all about that card, huh? Let's get planes. On tap. Dust to Dust? No. I mean, I could play this, but I think I like just playing Seagate. It's just more mana efficient. And again, looking for that card. They have a Pyroblast? No, they don't want it Pyroblasted, or they don't have it. So I can take a Moldrifter or Elite Dinner. Taking Moldrifter because, again, I need to hit land drops here. Artifact land cycling. Okay, they get Vault. And I could even just play... Well, they probably take Journey here again. I was thinking like about evoking Moldrifter, but I can wait and to go Renewal into Moldrifter. Probably just Seagate looking for land. They take Renewal, wow, over Journey. And Prism, sure. Okay, we naturally hit a land. That's good for us. Still kind of think I want to just Seagate here because then I can potentially hardcast Moldrifter next turn. Just play the super fairway here. No Dust to Dusts yet. Journey to Nowhere and Ephemerate. Let's take Ephemerate. I didn't want to play land first to leave up Tranquil Cove because if I Seagate Oracled into a tap land, then I could have just played that. So I like my line. Hopefully they tap out so I can just go for Moldrifter Ephemerate next turn and then eventually Mnemonic Wall, start getting back Ephemerate and stuff. Wow, so they're really light on lands themselves, but they're hitting lands by cycling companions. They can start to like go off with value here soon now that they're getting their artifact count up. Okay, 4/4 pass, and they're tapped out. All right, let's go Evoke, Ephemerate this, draw 4, and let's not miss a land drop here, please. Oh no. Not like this, deck. Not like this. Okay, thank God. Now I can go Preordain as well. As you can see, if we hit land drops, we can kind of keep hitting them. I mean, Soul of Migration, it's not bad, but I feel like I just kind of want to bottom here. I need more lands. Okay. Let's just pass the turn. Can just take 4 here. And then we have Ephemerate coming back down with Counterspell up. We want to leave up Counterspell moving forward if we can. Okay. Well, they can take one of these counters. Now they probably want to do... The fact that we have 2 is massive because if they like try to Gallop this in response to Ephemerate, we can break that up with one of the counters. I guess they could have double interaction, but then sure. And we even have this Mnemonic Wall going. They take Ponder. That's interesting. Fine with that. Another 4/4. Okay. And another 4/4. Looks like it's time to start Stonehorning if we can. And a Disciple. Okay. Definitely just taking 4 here. And again, gonna start Stonehorning. Let's blink this, draw 2. they go for Gallop-Blast, I'm going to have to counter it. They don't. Okay, there's a Chancery and a Renewal. And a Late Dinner. So the thing is, I'm not going to be able to leave up Counterspell, but if they go, unless they have a Tog plus Fling, I'm not going to die. And if they just go a Tog, they can't drain me out yet. I'm at 17 still. So I think I like play Stonehorn, play Chancery, pass the turn. What is my other options? I can like, I mean, otherwise I'm just like under so much pressure from all these 4/4s right now. I guess another option is to go Journey to Nowhere, either the Disciple or a 4/4, then play Angelic Renewal, plan on chumping a 4/4 with Muldrifter, sack Renewal, get it back, draw more cards. I guess I can't even, I only have 5 mana, so I can't even go Journey plus Renewal plus counter. So I could go Journey to Nowhere something, leave up counter, chump chump, but I think I just like the Stonehorn line. I'm also gonna have to discard a card here. Chancery, bounce Island. What am I discarding? Honestly, don't know. I guess I could just discard Late to Dinner. It's a little bit clunky right now. Everything else seems pretty important. And they only have 2 cards left, so if I'm able to stabilize, I want these counters. Because if they don't have a Tog, next turn I can go like Mnemonic Wall, get back Ephemerate, like Ephemerate Stonehorn, and then just kind of lock them out ever from attacking. And then I can just lock them out with these counter spells. I think that's the play. I mean, I can give them 1 attack step here to have counterspell up. So I go play Island, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So what I can do is I can go play Mnemonic Wall, get back Ephemerate, pass the turn, do some chump blocking, and then I have counterspell up still. And then next turn I start ephemerating stuff. I like it. This way they don't ever get to resolve in a Tog. At least that's the idea. So they do get 1 attack step, but I can just chump with some of these Seagates and then take 4. I don't really need all these creatures out. Could even attack with Muldrifter. Just because I'm not going to block with that anyway. This looks good. I guess I could have also played Renewal, then played Mnemonic Wall. That's kind of safe, but with another Mnemonic Wall, I feel like I'm fine. 2 mana. Oh, they're going to fling something? Oh, Soul's Fire. So they want to kill the Stonehorn Dignitary. I feel like this is fine. They're using their Soul's Fire, and I can just Mnemonic Wall, get back Late to Dinner. I guess I can just get back Ephemerate still, and then next turn Ephemerate, get back Late to Dinner, Stonehorn. So I'm just going to let this resolve. Still going to get back Ephemerate here. Let's pop out the graveyards, make it a little bit easier, and pass the turn. Again, we're giving them 1 attack step here, but we have counter up, and I can do some chumping, just take 4. Oh, I should have attacked. Thoughtcast. I kind of feel like they had to have just drawn this, so I feel like I can just safely counter this. Because they didn't do anything last turn, and then now they just draw Snap Off Thoughtcast. I'm not scared of like an Atog really right now. I can just journey that. Just gonna go chump chump. I missed an attack with Muldrifter. That was just a misplay by me. Let's go to 13. Jump with these. Now I should be good. Oh, they have a red blast for that. Okay, well, this is still fine because I have another one. They didn't know about that. They have 0 cards. Okay, this is fine. Oh, they might get another attack step here, I suppose, but sure. Let's see. So what's the best line here? A mnemonic wall. Get back late to dinner. How much mana do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I might have to just take a bunch more damage. I guess what I can do is I can just play Renewal. No, it's just... I think I want to leave up counter again, so let's go play Island. 2. Play Mnemonic Wall. Get back late to dinner. Because we're going to late to dinner Stonehorn next turn. And then just go... I guess I can block an Ephemerate. That seems pretty good, actually. I can chump with a Muldrifter this turn. I don't necessarily need it. And I can block and Ephemerate my Mnemonic Wall with counter up. Okay, it's a good way to save some damage here. I like it. I still have counter up for any spell they draw, so I'm still looking to be in a commanding position this game. I think I got it. Unless I misplay it, I don't think they're going to be able to get out of this loop. Especially getting back the late to dinner here. It'd be funny if they attacked with this too. But then I could just take 8. I'm going to go block, block, Ephemerate Mnemonic Wall, and still have counter up. Block, block, before damage, Ephemerate the Mnemonic Wall. Get back counter spell. And again, if they drew like a Galvanic Blast or something, I can just counter that. So let's put this trigger on the stack, get back counter, and then always yield to this. And use the ability. And just chump. Alright. Looking good, looking good. And we haven't found Dust to Dust still. Okay, then this comes off. I guess I need to yield to these rebounds as well. Let's just get back Ephemerate. Yes, there's a Tranquil Cove. Sure. Go back up to 10. Late to dinner, this Stonehorn. And now just looking to be in a really good spot. They skip 1 combat, and I can even play Renewal just as like a safety measure. And then still have Counterspell up. I guess they could have drawn a good card, and now they have 2 things they can cast, so we're still a little bit vulnerable this turn, but soon it's just going to be too much, I think. Ichor Wellspring, sure. Could have countered that, but I think letting that resolve is just fine. Deadly Dispute, and they get to draw another card. Well, that's really not what I wanted to see. I think I'm just going to counter this at this point. I know they get to draw a card off Wellspring. Got kind of punished for letting the Wellspring resolve, honestly, but let's go to this. I go to 9. I'm just going to have to counter this. That wasn't great for me. But again, still looking fine here. They just play a tap land. Okay. Nice. So let's just start by going... I need to ephemerate the Stonehorn, I think. So let's just start with that. I can make them skip all their combats. Let's yield to this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Muldrifter. I guess I could have evoked it, drawn even more cards, but I like this just sitting in play. Right, there's Dust to Dust. Cast that next turn. Just gain another life. Pass. Still have Counterspell up. Have this Ephemerate floating. Maybe we can get double Mnemonic Wall going at some point. Let's just counter this. Not even sure if I'm supposed to, honestly. Okay, let's rebound. Seal to rebound. Cast on Mnemonic Wall. I guess they could break that up. Jeez. Use Mnemonic Wall, yes. I can just Dust to Dust 2 4/4s as well. I think I like that. Just get 2 4/4s out of there. And then let's go Ephemerate, Mnemonic Wall. Can get back Late to Dinner. And then Late to Dinner back Mnemonic Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I like this. Get back Late to Dinner. Yes. And then go Late to Dinner. Mnemonic Wall. Get back Counterspell. Taking the long way around here. Yes. And pass the turn. I can let them attack at this point. Still have the Ephemerate floating. I can just block with Muldrifter or Stonehorn, use Renewal. I think I'm pretty safe to crack food. Oh, I only gain 2 because of Disciple. It's funny. Rebound. Let's flicker a Mnemonic Wall. Get back Ephemerate. Use it. Oh, there's another Ephemerate. Okay, that locks it up. For sure. Get back Counterspell. Yes. Now I can just start getting back Dust to Dust. Yep. Whoops. Dust to Dust. Start exiling stuff. And attack for 2. I guess I could have attacked with Stonehorn as well. Nice. Still up on time a little bit, so doing fine in that regard. And then we have double Ephemerate coming down. They're probably just trying to use time at this point. I guess they might also be trying to keep fighting, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm getting a lot faster at this combo now that I've played this deck through a couple leagues and using the hotkeys. So that's nice. Get back Dust to Dust. Yes. Cast it. Just Ephemerate right now. I could also make a board presence. I just honestly don't really need to. Just get back Dust to Dust again. Still gonna have double counter up after this. Okay. And then we attack, and then keep exiling all their permanents. Double counter up still. So played it really slow, but I think I like my lines this game. Seemed to work out pretty well. Like I said, this deck is not fast. Prism can resolve, it's fine. Suppose I could have just countered it because it was kind of free. Just counter this. Because I don't really have anything else to get back with Ephemerates anyway, might as well just counter. Just crack food. It's just like surprising that they're not conceding, but I guess, again, they want to make me use time, so reasonable. Should put that a little bit closer to my graveyard so I can go even faster. Oh, there's another Dust to Dust. I don't even necessarily need to Ephemerate anymore. But I guess I will. Get back another counter. Using all of our white mana. And attack for 3. Okay. Sweet. Again, basically just don't want to use time at this point. But I have plenty of time for game 3. I can play, like, I can draw my entire deck, I think, if it comes to that. Yeah, I mean, gonna counter it. Get back Counterspell. I guess I get back Ephemerate first. Because why not? Get back Dust to Dust, get their last 2 permanents. Just start having some fun here, if we're not already. I guess I can't flicker this, so I'll just attack. Okay, nice. The flicker loops are honestly pretty dumb. They just, like, they're really hard to deal with. Graveyard Hate, there's no, like, rest in peace effect, so, like, even if you have, like, a relic or something, that only breaks up the first loop and then you can find future loops. It's really hard to deal with, honestly. That's why this late game is just so strong. I really like using these hotkeys. I used to play a lot of StarCraft, and I was like playing Magic Online with using too many clicks. So it's nice to be able to play like a little bit faster finally, like actually taking the hotkeys into consideration here. I guess I don't even need to be doing all this. Just so I can kill them next turn. Okay. Just not going to cast anything else. Darksteel Citadel in the 3-color deck, huh? I guess that makes sense. Suppose I'll just do these. Don't know if I even should because it takes time, but it doesn't take that much time. Okay, nice. Down like 30 seconds for game 3, but that's okay. Took a little extra time that we didn't need to take there, but again, really doesn't matter. I mean, Prohibit might even just be decent against them. It counters a Tog. It's a nice counter spell. Also just counters like all their like Ichor Wellsprings, Stars, Prisms, all that type of stuff. Seems like it could be decent. Stonehorn was also ended up being pretty sick there. I don't know if I need like that many Soul of Migrations because it doesn't stack up well against their creatures in this matchup. And as we saw, we don't really need to win the game with it. It can be good at like erasing potentially, but I don't think I want too many of that effect in this matchup in particular. So can we just draw a Dust to Dust and be able to cast it on turn 3 in our opening? That would be nice. No, I guess not. I guess not. But Sin's obviously a keep. Might even just go Island, cycle Ashburns on 1 for Island so I can have Counterspell up. Angelic Renewal. I think I like just getting an Island here. I know then I can't cast Dust to Dust if I draw it, but I can cast the Counterspell that I actually have, so. Ichor Wellspring resolves. Just get an Island. They draw. Journey to Nowhere, good draw. Not sure what I'm going to do on 3. We'll see what they do. Really depends. I kind of want them to play like something that I really want to counter here. Like a Thoughtcast I'll counter. Disciple. I'll just counter this too. Not sure if I should, but I want to use my mana. That's kind of an annoying card in the matchup. Ponder. Yeah. I could have just cast Seagate. Oh, there's Dust to Dust and Ash Barrens. Great. Fantastic. I mean, all these cards are good. Now I think I want to go draw the Ash Barrens, leave up Hydroblast, and then let's just go Hydroblast, Dust to Dust, Ash Barrens. No. Again, I cannot cycle this Ash Barrens yet. I don't, if they play a Tog, I want to be able to Hydro Blast it here. Just gonna pass. Don't need to rush to play this Renewal, I don't think. And again, not cycling Ashburns. I'm mostly telling myself this. Thoughtcast. Okay, well that's annoying. Countering the Disciple might have been a little aggressive, but I honestly still like it. A Tog, nice. Let's counter this. Perfect. Now I can exile their red source and their black source with Dust to Dust. Again, I cannot cycle it yet because I need to draw that. So that actually worked out well for me. Now get Plains, play it. Get these out of there. Pass the turn. And now if we just find another Dust to Dust, that should lock it up. That deck can recover pretty well from these type of effects, but maybe not multiples. Great match to show off the deck. Like, we only lost game one because we just got screwed, basically. Let's go Ponder to start. Soul of Migration and lands. It's not bad. I just don't know if it's enough. I really just want to find Dust to Dust. Let's just shuffle this. Didn't end up working out. Let's go Seagate plus tap land here. Preordain, tap land, go. So didn't find the Dust to Dust there. Okay, they're going to get more lands. That's fine. Our hand's still actually pretty good, even though we're down to 4 cards. We have Preordain, which goes a long way, and Renewal is also pretty good, especially if we find a Mole Drifter or something. But really, just looking for the key card. We have a lot of library manipulation to find them. 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain as well. Okay, they're Ancestral Recalling. See, they can get back into these games. But if I'm able to exile 2 more lands, it's still pretty good. And then even if they just play like a Mirror Enforcer or a Companion, I can just play Renewal and then plan on chumping, and then I get to trigger Seagate again. Prism, sure. So they do have their colored mana now, even if I find Dust to Dust, but still looking solid here. Wonder if they're considering, like, if they want to spend their treasure to Galv Blast my Seagate. I mean, I'd be fine with that. 4, 5, 6. I guess they could also be determining if they want to play a 4/4. Yeah, that makes more sense. Could also journey that. There's Ephemerate. Okay, let's start with Preordain. Another Journey to Nowhere. And that seems like it should be pretty good, right? Don't think I need Chancery. I think I can safely top this. I think it's good enough. Let's Ephemerate right now. Ooh, wow. These are good. These are good. Because I can play Journey plus Renewal this turn. Oh, I only get to get one of them. I guess I want Mole Drifter. I'd rather draw cards. I always think that's Preordain. I gotta be really careful with that. It's Journey to Nowhere this, and then play Renewal. So if they want to kill our Seagate Oracle twice, that's fine. We have an Ephemerate floating as well. Could have, I guess, gotten in for one somehow that turn if I had gone Journey first, but we didn't know we wanted to do that, so I don't think that was really a realistic line. They still have 6 cards in hand to our 2, but again, Ephemerate floating plus a Mole Drifter in hand and Renewal on the table is worth cards for sure. If they go Galblast Seagate right now, I am just going to use the Renewal because I can always just hardcast this. Prism, that is fine. Are they just going to play out some more 4/4s? Yep. Would like to save this last journey for an Atog if I can. Let's cast this here. They let it resolve. Interesting. Take a journey. Draw for turn. Mnemonic Wall. Jeez, that's a good draw. That is a really good draw. I mean, I could just cast Muldrifter. It's kind of annoying against Pyroblast, but I like it. Yeah, if they don't have Pyroblast, this is really good. I was going to say hitting a land here would also be pretty nice. Okay. Not really worried about like a Tog plus Fling quite yet. They need more artifacts to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess they really don't need that many more. So, do need to find some counters soon. But they can't really attack into this. I guess they can and they might, but I'll just jump with Muldrifter, sack Renewal, draw 2 more cards. And now I'm actually building up to enough mana where I can really start to take over. Drawn almost half the deck, seen 1 Dust to Dust. That's including casting some Ponders and Preordains, so slightly under where we could be, but what a great match here so far. You can see the power of this deck, like early Dust to Dust, still in the game, still could easily win, like even this turn with a couple artifacts to Tog Fling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no. Are we dead? Looks like we might be dead. Damn. I could have gone Mnemonic Wall, get back Hydroblast to try to play around this. Do they have the win? Looks like they do. Damn. Could have played around this. I think I punted by going for Muldrifter. Yeah, they have it. They wouldn't sack Mirror Enforcer. Damn. Don't know if it would have worked out. They could have Dispel up as well. Yeah, see? Dust to Dust, not enough. I really thought we had this game locked up. That sucks. They have us just with 19 damage. Damn. They got us. GG's. They only have 2 cards left. I could have gone for this. That sucks. Really brutal. Great match, though. Great match. Again, if I went for Mnemonic Wall and then they had a Pyroblast, it would have felt really bad. And I would have wanted this to get Pyroblasted, then next turn go for they don't do anything really. They said, nice deck. Thanks so much. Tell them to check out the channel. Oh, I can't type to them anymore. See if I can. Yeah, I was kind of trying to play around Pyroblast, and they had to have Artifact plus a Tog Fling there, and I guess they had it. Can't draw any more cards, can't interact with the client anymore. It sucks. Let's go round 2. Brutal start, brutal. Alright, round 2 we're against Raptor. Really good Pauper combo player here. I don't know what he's going to be on. Let's mulligan. This hand doesn't really work. All right, going to 5. Brutal start to this league for sure. Let's keep this. I think Late to Dinner and Counterspell can go, and then I can try to like find a Muldrifter. Yeah, I like this. It's a good 5, honestly. Oh, we're on the draw. It's actually fine here. Okay. Just lead Preordain. Ephemerate and Stonehorn Dignitary against Evolving Wilds. Raptors, I think, been playing blue-red Serpentine Curve. Just go bottom, bottom. Okay. Another Chancery is actually fine. Oh, Plains. Plains Forest. Oh, okay, it's FAMs. Okay. Well, we got ourselves a combo matchup here. I'm actually just gonna bottom bottom. I could top the Ponder. Actually, I think I should top it. Raptors also plays incredibly fast, so we got to keep up on time to not time out. And Manamorphose. I guess that's pretty cool with Sunscape. Yeah, just he's a really strong combo player. Okay, and 6 cards in hand, pass the turn. Interesting. So I guess I'm starting with Ponder, and then I'm probably just going to play Renewal. There's Counterspell and Journey. Okay, now I'm just going to play Journey. Not going to shuffle these. Going to just Journey that Sunscape. That's a key card for their deck. Pass. And we're doing okay for a 5 here. Compulsive Research, that's fine. Then they play Evolving Wilds, pass. Okay, Counterspell is actually pretty good, but I'm still just going to Ponder. I think this is not good enough. I think we just want to do better. There's a Thraben. Do I like play Thraben, play Renewal, or do I like play Chancery plus Renewal? I think I like Thraben plus Renewal best. Doesn't really do that much, but I think it's good. Get my clue down, can start drawing more cards. And at some point soon I can start leaving up Counterspell. Could get comboed basically at any time. There's Sprawl. Not sure how much hate we actually have for the matchup. We have some counters. We have Negates, Prohibit, Dispels. That's actually a lot. And even Dawnbringer Cleric to blow up these if we want. Evoke, Muldrifter, no Ephemerate, just draw 2. Okay. Lots of Evolving Wilds, geez. Okay, we draw a Muldrifter. That's actually really good. Let's Evoke. If I draw Island, I get to leave up Counterspell, and I have 4 draws here. Nice. Yes. Draw 2. And we have Dispel as well. Okay, now we're doing it. We are doing it. I don't know exactly what list he's on. I guess he's just on Rainbow Fams. Again, not positive here. They probably have like 3 copies of Snap, 1 copy of Counterspell. I think I'm going to let that resolve. Chancery, Bounce Forest. This is a cast Muldrifter. I'm just going to counter it. Oh, Snap the Thraben. Kind of want to just dispel this. I'm just not sure if I should. Or counter it. They don't have that many counters in their deck. They're just going to get so much mana if I let this resolve. Just going to dispel. Prohibit. Okay. Might be dead here. But might not be also. Preordain. Okay, that's scary. Really scary. Galvanic Relay. Wow. Reaping the Graves. Sunscape Familiar. Jeez. They can add 1 mana any color. They hit another relay. Interesting. Really interesting. Pretty cool to see, honestly. They say relay is problematic. Yep. I'm not going to say pretty dumb. Pretty tough to deal with, for sure. I do have a counterspell. It's basically all I have, though. I think I want to go play Island, play Seagate Oracle. He's saying I certainly hope it goes with Chatter. I hope those two cards go and something from Affinity. All right. I guess he could even have another like Prohibit or something here. I guess I'm supposed to play this first. Just play Seagate, play Thraben, pass with Counterspell. That's all we can really do. Ephemerate. Let's take that. I can Ephemerate Mole Drifter, draw like infinite cards. I can also try to make a huge board presence with Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate next turn. I don't really have that many more counters to even draw into, but I can draw into Mnemonic Wall. What are they going to do next turn? They don't really have anything to Ghostly Flicker. They're going to start with Sunscape. Do I even counter that? I feel like no at this point. Just going to Thraben pass. Okay. We're just not really applying that much pressure. Just going to let that resolve against my better judgment. Another Sunscape, okay. They're not really getting too much value out of this Ghostly Flicker yet. Oh god. Alright, well I have to counter. They're going to Reaping, but I think I have to counter this. Wow. Okay, I think I just lose on the spot right here because they get back Snap and then I think they go off fully. I think I'm dead. Yeah, because this is making so much mana. So they're just making mana every loop here. And then they can relay for their entire deck. I don't know how they're going to win the game. They might win the game just by making a huge board presence. I'm not exactly sure, but if that's the case, maybe we can win, but they're probably going to play out, like 3 or 4 Mole Drifters, have multiple Archaeomancers, and pass the turn with multiple counterspells up. So I think that's how they win. He could also have one Sage's Road Denizen to mill us out. We'll see. Just nice to know what he has. Ghostly Flicker plus double Archaeomancer now. His deck is kind of like similar to ours where he has this late game Flicker loops going, but our plan is to be like more controlling and his is more combo focused. But looks like we're definitely losing this game 1. Snap. I can ask him if he has Sage's Row or something, but I'm fine to just to see like exactly what he's gonna do. Yeah, so this is just Rainbow Fams with Galvanic Relay. Seems pretty cool. Making infinite blue mana here. I guess this matchup doesn't seem great because of Relay and they have like our deck's not fast and neither is theirs. They have like a bunch of Evolving Wilds, a bunch of tap lands, but we can't punish them for being slow. And then we can't really play a good counter game against Relay either. So this matchup does seem really bad for us. So it looks like we're 0-2ing to start this league, but keep fighting here. I mean, again, they have infinite mana. I just want to see what they're going to do. I'll just ask at this point. I mean, I guess not because I actually play slower than Raptor. So I kind of need to be up a little bit on time. So it kind of sucks to just make them go through this whole thing. But, I mean, he draws his entire deck. Just wondering if we have any way to, like, make them mill or something. Right now, he has, like, 50 mana, 1 black mana. Okay, so that he's gonna just compulsive research us out. Okay. That's the way he wins. Sure. Okay. Let's go negates, prohibit, dispels, Dawnbringer clerics even to blow up those enchantments. I don't think Stonehorn does anything. Don't think Soul of Migration is even that good. I mean, that is a way we can apply pressure, so maybe we do want that. I think we do want Journey. And I don't think we need that many late to dinners because I don't think they really ever are killing our stuff. I mean, I want to keep renewals for like turn 3 renewal, turn 2 renewal, turn 3 Mole Drifter. So maybe just go like this. Maybe keep one of these because I do need to pressure them. Like a turn 4 Evoke Soul with it renewal is a pretty good plan. Even so, I can set out one renewal. Because again, they don't really have removal. Alright, let's go. Again, this matchup seems really bad. Like, we're kind of doing the same thing. We're just like way slower and we don't have the inevitability of Galvanic Relay. So, yep. It's going to be tough to win these next 2 games, but I'll try. Alright, Snap Keep. If we draw lands, we have the turn 2 renewal, turn 3 Mole Drifter. Let's just go Cove Pass. Probably just going renewal pass. Yeah, because if I draw a land, it's great. If not, I can preordain for a land if I want. Okay, Sunscape? No. Preordain. No land, okay. Top. Chancery. Pass, and next turn we can go Evoke Mole Drifter with this spell up, so that's decent. I love these games where both players play really fast. It's so much fun. Alright, now let's go like this. Cast with Evoke. Do the thing. I guess we'll have to discard a card here, but that's okay. What am I discarding? I could just discard 1 copy of Journey. I could discard a land. A land is a little bit greedy, but I think I'm going to just discard Cove. I can just naturally draw some more lands, I think. I have to discard 2 cards. I have 9 cards. So I guess Tranquil Cove plus Journey. I can also just discard the Seagate. Doesn't really do anything. Alright, we have Dispel up. That's good. Island Go from our opponent. Okay. Prohibit's a nice one. Really nice one. Do I want to, let's see. I can cast Late to Dinner on Seagate. I can just hard cast Mole Drifter. I think I'm just going to pass. Just want to have like as many counters up as possible here. Okay. Let's get Island. Play it. Attack for 2. Pass. Then maybe next turn. Cast a Mole Drifter. Maybe not. We'll see. Could just continue to wait. Can also evoke Mole Drifter. Abundant Growth. Could just prohibit this, honestly. I think I'm going to. Just allows me to use my card so I won't have to discard if I want a Mole Drifter next turn. Which I think I do now. Let's attack. I guess it's a little greedy to even do that. Should I just evoke Mole Drifter? Yeah. Let's go with that. Cast with Evoke. I do need to pressure them. I could draw Ephemerate here, which would be sick. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go Ponder. Alright, well these have got to be good enough. For sure. Still have double Dispel, which is nice. May or may not be enough. Drawing another Mole Drifter next turn. They're down to 14. Now we have a bunch of counters. I definitely want to leave up negate plus double dispel here, I think. So I think all I'm going to do is just play renewal pass. Negate that. Okay, that's fine. Next turn I can just evoke Muldrifter. I can also maybe just cast Late to Dinner next turn on Muldrifter. Chancery, floating 1 mana. Compulsive. Let's just negate this. Let's dispel. Let's make sure I don't dispel my own negate. Okay, looks like we won that counter war. Nice. Ponder. Do I start with Ponder? I think I do. Seagate and lands. Let's just shuffle that. There's a negate. Nice. If I draw an untapped land, it's good to go Late to Dinner on Muldrifter. I want to have 2 counters up for sure. I think I'm just going to evoke Muldrifter and play it safe. Angelic Renewal and Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Again, just don't want them to combo, so trying to leave up as many counters as I can. Sunscape Familiar. Okay, gotta let it resolve. Archaeomancer. Okay, can't stop that. But I do have negate and dispel still, so if they just get back like compulsive, they get back negate. Okay, it's fine. We have double journey here as well, so I'm probably going to be playing those this turn. Journey. Get this out of there. Snap that? No. Dispel this. And then they're going to prohibit, then I negate. They're negating the dispel. All right, let's just let that resolve and then negate this. We don't have any counters left. Their last card is oh no, they got that back negate. So we don't actually know what their last card is, if I'm not mistaken. I think I should just cast Journey. Attack for 2. Next turn I can Mnemonic Wall back a negate or a prohibit or something. What is this? Oh, just cast Muldrifter. It's pretty good. It's potentially beatable though. Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay. They're at 8. So I can play it kind of slow and just go play Mnemonic Wall, get back negate. Can play Renewal. I can also just Late to Dinner, get back a Muldrifter. Since they only have 2 cards left. I think I like getting a negate. Mnemonic Wall. Get back negate. Not going to offer the trade here. Just going to pass. Compulsive Research. I'll negate that. They have a negate themselves. Okay. Resolves. Starting to look kind of sketchy. They have Ghostly Flicker? Jeez. And they flicker a land. Wow. They pass the turn. Okay, okay. This is tough to decide exactly what I should do. I mean, if I play Renewal, they're just definitely not going to trade. They might not trade no matter what. Guess I'm just going to start by attacking. And probably just play Mnemonic Wall. Right, they're snap trading. Interesting. 'Cause, 'Interesting. 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 'Cause, ' can play Renewal, play Dawnbringer Cleric, blow this up. I can exile a card from their graveyard. Like, I could exile the Snap. I could exile the Ghostly Flicker. Just get negate. Pass. Not sure about that turn. Definitely had some good options there. Evoke Moldrifter. Sure. Compulsive Research. Negate. Guess they're just on 4 compulsive here. They have 5 cards in hand. Relay for 4. Okay. Chancery, Sunscape, Utopia Sprawl, Snap. It's pretty good. Land. I think I want to start with Late Dinner Moldrifter right now. Try to find some counters. Okay, we found a Dispel. Let's go. Dawnbringer Cleric, follow up the Utopia Sprawl. I guess I could also exile something from the graveyard. They just have a lot of copies of everything. So I'm not sure that actually matters. Let's just destroy this. Could have also killed their multicolor source, but I think this is fine. And I'm really far down on time again because Raptor plays so fast. If they try to cast this Snap, I'm going to counter it. Sunscape, resolves, 6 cards in hand. Jeez. Feel like I'm going to be dead here. Of course, he's going to side in a bunch of negates post board and prohibits and stuff. That makes sense as well. I don't know how many snaps he actually has. It could have been good to exile one, but I mean, he's going to cast this one. It's tough to say. Haven't found an Ephemerate yet. I could just counter this, but I'm not sure that I'm supposed to, honestly. I'm just going to let it resolve. I kind of want to draw more cards, so... Yeah, it gives them a bunch of mana, but... Archaeomancer, Alright, now I have to try to counter this Snap, and I don't think it's going to work. I have to try to counter this. Okay. Oh, another one. So with one Sunscape, I don't think that this goes infinite. They make 4 mana, that costs 3. This is just staying even on mana, right? They make 4 mana. With Snap costs 1 mana, but it makes Snap makes 4 mana. And Archaeomancer costs 3 mana. Yeah, the fact that they have 2 Snaps in the graveyard now, I'd have to exile them both with Dawnbringer Cleric. Definitely in a rough spot. Evoke Moldrifter. Sure. They have Ghostly Flicker here. That could be pretty bad. Flicker Archaeomancer. Oh, they just snap right now. Interesting. I think they need another Sunscape in play right now, if I'm not mistaken. Are they just going to cast a huge relay for 12? Don't think we're beating that either. Even an ephemerate next turn, I don't think does it for us. Okay, there's our Cheiromancer again. I guess they can find more Utopia Sprawls to start making mana. Or is this making mana right now? I guess, no, it costs 4 mana for the loop, yeah. So they just determine that's enough. They have a Reaping the Graves. See, I just don't know how we're supposed to beat this. And try to draw 4. Don't think this is going to be enough, though. Yeah, there's just no way, right? Ephemerate and Dawnbringer Cleric. Oh, they have 3 copies of Snap. I can exile 2 of them. It's close. Oh, I can't draw all of these anyway. What I can do is when they try to return the first Snap, I can Ephemerate Dawnbringer Cleric, but they have counters now too. They only have the 1. Ah, it's so close, so close. What if I Ephemerate Moldrifter right now? Or what if I Ephemerate Mnemonic Wall right now? I just don't have quite enough mana. How many compulsives do they have? 2? What if I try to exile both compulsives from the yard right now? Oh, they have 3 compulsive in the yard? God damn. They have 3 snap, 3 compulsive, so I can't get either of those out. I think what I have to do is just somehow hope that I can ephemerate. Okay. This is what I'm going to have to do. I need ephemerate and Dawnbringer Cleric here, though. I couldn't have, there's no way for me to cast both. I don't have enough mana. Because now I'm just going to go for ephemerate, try to exile a snap when they try to return it, and then they're going to counter that with this prohibit that's exiled, and then that's game. Yep. There's another Sunscape. They have another Sunscape exiled as well. They play land. 4 cards in library. Archaeomancer. So again, this is just not going to work. They target negate. I mean, sure. That means they can they have snap exiled as well, I guess. There's just no way. I think they just have it locked up. Seems like a really bad matchup. Could have played it a little bit better. Maybe I could have won this second game, but yeah, it seems really rough here. Really, really rough. G2 was tricky. Seems like a tough matchup. Especially with the relays and then all the counters. Just too much. Just too much. Yeah, I'm saying agreed. Raptor is saying I think G1 is favored for him. And it looks like Magic Online cut us off of talking to our opponent. So GG's Raptors, 0-2 start. I'll play another one here. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. I'll see you in round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. This hand is keepable. Let's keep. We're a few minutes behind. That's okay. And I actually just took a break. Had some lunch, had some sushi, went shopping, went to the store, and now I'm back with no time for you. Turn 1 Delver. Okay, it's kind of scary with the hand we have, but we can maybe buy some time. See what ends up happening. Just gonna go tap land here. This is likely mono blue Delver. I guess it's just as likely blue black Delver. We'll see. I actually do like this island art, but I like the bucket island best. No flip. Another island. See if they have a counter spell up. Just gonna lead on Preordain. Could Preordain into tap land, especially if we bottom and then draw a tap land. No reason to play land first, I don't think. Could play around like a Force Spike or something, which they could have, but rather just Preordain first, honestly. Spell stutter, counterspell. Wow, that's aggressive. Okay. Actually fine with that. I mean, yeah, it was probably good for the opponent to do that considering our hand, but still. Okay, so it's probably blue-black. Swamp, yeah. Am I going to get ninja'd here? We really want to just draw any play for next turn. Oh no. Okay. Thankfully, we did not get ninja'd. I suppose they could have Spell Stutter Sprite here, but we'll see. Yeah, I like this art. This art's so good. This art is sick. Nice, that was a good draw. Seagate Oracle. Just continue with our clunky deck here. Do I want a fifth land or do I want to ponder? I think I want ponder. Might regret that, but probably jamming. Okay, their Delver is going to flip here, most likely. All they need is one spell in hand. They could shuffle here with Ashburns too, though. We'll see. Yeah, next turn I'm likely just jamming Stonehorn. Then maybe just jamming Mnemonic Wall on 5 if I draw another land. Counterspell. Okay. Still might just jam Stonehorn and let them counter it. It's just a good use of my mana. Alright, get hit for 3. That's fine. They can't really... Oh, they don't even have a land. Wow. Right, I mean, I can play 2 cantrips this turn and have Ephemerate up. They could always snuff out, but... 5 cards. Could also just jam this, see if they want to counter it. I feel like just jamming. Stonehorn Dignitary, go. If we threaten to start ephemerating either of our creatures, it's actually pretty good. Like, even if they like don't want to use counterspell on this and they want rather just like cast down this, it still gains 3 life. So yeah, it's not bad. Having it in play is a threat, like essentially like threatening to flicker and not have him take any more combats. But yeah, this is looking good. Won't get ninja next turn. If they want to play removal spells on my creatures, it's fine. Yep. They cast down the Stonehorn as expected. They Thought Scour me. Wow, that's aggressive. Double renewal. I mean, they don't know that we have late to dinners in our deck, but that was pretty aggressive. Like, why wouldn't they just Thought Scour themselves? Seems like it would be worth it because I'm sure they have Gurmag Anglers in their deck. Don't really understand that play. Just go Preordain. Oh, there's late to dinner. I think I do want both of these. Let's go top, land. Just play another Stonehorn Dignitary. If they want to counterspell this, that's fine. I didn't want to Journey to Nowhere because then I think they would definitely counter that. Okay, pass. Not sure what I'm going to do next turn yet. We'll see. We're drawing Journey to Nowhere, so... Okay, well, now I'm probably going to have to Journey to Nowhere that. They have another counterspell. It starts to get pretty rough. Augur, okay. We could take out their Gurmag or their Delver. They draw a Thought Scour. They have 4 cards in hand. Could also wait to dinner a Stonehorn Dignitary and then ephemerate either of my creatures. I mean, having them skip 2 combat steps or more isn't bad. I think I'll just lead on Ponder though. So I could hit a land here. Developing my mana is really good. Ooh, and there's Soul of Migration, and we have Ephemerate and Late to Dinner. That's a lot of stuff. I don't hate Lewin's in here with me, but he's out of here. I don't hate playing the Chancery this turn. I do have to play a little bit faster here, but I also don't hate just playing the Journey to Nowhere this turn and maybe the Ephemerate as well. Now, I guess I don't want to Ephemerate, so again, I can just Late to Dinner Stonehorn. They don't get to attack. Or do I want to just journey this, take 3 down to 10, and then start trying to do stuff next turn? I have 5, I'll have 6. I can just hard cast Soul of Migration next turn as well. This is a pretty tough spot. I'm just not sure what's best. I think I'm going to go with the Late to Dinner line. Really not confident that that's correct, though. Can Journey to Nowhere a bit later. They've already used 2 counterspells. We'll not get Ninja now. And if they tap out again, and they're so tight on mana that they might, then I can just go Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate plus Journey to Nowhere. Geez, I can do all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they Thought Scour me. Okay, that was actually good. So they mill the Soul of Migration. It's kind of annoying. Although now I can Mnemonic Wall, get back Late to Dinner, and then go from there. That's pretty good. They draw Cast Down. I don't think they have Snuff Out, at least not yet. Seems like they've been F6 on my turns. So I have 7 mana. So I think what I like doing is just going Mnemonic Wall plus Journey to Nowhere the Gurmag, and I can take a hit off this. Let's do it. Mnemonic Wall. I guess they could have Snuff Out. They're definitely not F6 tier. Let's get Late to Dinner. This is also easier to chump than the Delver. So I could just try to Journey to Nowhere the Delver. And then just start chumping the Gurmag. If I'm able to get Soul of Migration into play, it's obviously better to deal with the Gurmag. I think I just will. I can take a hit off Delver here. Just get this out of there. Again, take 3, no problem. And then setting up for a nice late game here. Late to Dinner in hand again. Even have a food token to buy some time. And this Ephemerate's pretty nice. Sweet. Yeah, this deck is so fun. Another Delver. That's kind of scary. They have a Cast Down and 2 other cards. Really aggressive about Thought Scouring me. I just don't really understand why. So they do have Cast Down. Alright, let's just go land. Cast Late to Dinner on Soul of Migration. Seems good. If they go to Cast Down it, I'll just go for the Ephemerate, I think. Okay, Resolves, that's good. I think they're going to go for the Cast Down, and I also don't think they're going to have Counterspell here. So getting to blink this is going to be massive. They would need a counterspell or a snuff out. Oh, they just don't go for cast down. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're looking good now. Oh, there's a snuff out. Could have stopped on their upkeep. They snuff out that. So we know they still have cast down, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm just going to let this resolve. You can go to double walk Delvers with the birds, entice them to use a cast down on one of the birds, which I think they're going to do. And then that frees me up to just ephemerating this mnemonic wall, get back late to dinner, cast it again. I suppose they could just trade here. Nope, they're going for the ephemerate night or the cast down. Nice. So that works out for me actually really well. So now I think I'm going to go for ephemerate right now. I guess I could wait till my turn. This allows me to ephemerate twice if they don't have counter. Nice, just resolved. Get back late to dinner. Always yield and then use it. And then I get to get back ephemerate here. This is just so good. Played really patient here and seems like we're getting paid off. Oh, I didn't crack food. Damn. I got too excited that that resolved. Yes, oh, and there's a counterspell. That is huge. All right, let's go wait to dinner the soul. Get 2 1/1s with flying. Then I can even just go... Honestly, I'm pretty safe to just do this now. They didn't have an answer for it before. And then I can get back late to dinner. Not cracking those foods could end up costing me, but still think I'm going to be fine here. Let's just get the Stonehorn back in play so they have no attacks at all. Pass. Wow, we've really cast late to dinner 4 times already this game. We have Ephemerate coming back down next upkeep. So just looking really good here. I guess, yeah, if they take the Monarch, it's kind of annoying. They don't really have good blocks on this. A Gurmag, that's fine. Okay, rebound. Let's always yield to this. Start looping. This is sweet. There's a Ponder. Suppose I'll cast it. Oh, wow. Yeah, these have got to be good enough. I'll just draw the Ephemerate right now. Seems really strong. Just go... I guess I can just Ephemerate, like, Stonehorn right here, and then Ephemerate Soul of Migration and just get value, like, this way. There's nothing I really need to get back. Like, I don't need to get back cantrips. Sweet. Still have Counterspell up. I can start cracking these foods now. They're going to have to draw multiple Counterspells here. And they're missing a combat step, so they can't even attack with Gurmag or anything. Use these. They play that. Okay. If I counterspell something, this might be another Gurmag. It's also not Blue-Black Fae, it's just Blue-Black Delver. Okay, let's actually crack some of these now. I think I'll just crack 2 of them. There's no rush. Just leave up counter. Just get back these Ephemerates. Again, pretty dumb combo. I'll say it again. It is pretty frustrating to play against. Looks good. And there's a soul. Let's just go, I guess, for the Ephemerate on this. Nice. Just building up a pretty massive board here. And I mean, I guess I can just get back. I guess I can just ephemerate this too, just so they can't attack. And let's just attack with one Soul of Migration here. If they want to trade it for a Delver, that's more than fine. Okay. Now we have Counterspell up. They skip their combat. Brainstorm, sure. And like I was a couple minutes late to this match, so we lost a couple minutes of playtime there, but it's totally fine. I can just start sending with all my flyers soon and continue to flicker Stonehorn so they can't attack back. And if they play anything I want to counter, then I can just get back Counterspell. Well, I probably wouldn't have even cracked food there. Playing a little loose, but I think we got this one. Hopefully I don't eat my own words here. Target Mnemonic Wall. Get back Ephemerate. They're going for Echoing Truth on the Mnemonic Wall. I mean, do I even need to counter this? I can just recast Wall. I think it's just fine. Let's just let it happen. Ephemerate goes to the graveyard. Then this one, I can just blink Stonehorn Dignitary. There's a Ponder. Let's cast Wall. That was kind of weird. Get back Ephemerate. They're going Brainstorm as their last card. Sure. They're already missing their next combat. Use the ability, yes. Looks like they did not find an answer. Get the other one back. Yes. And then I suppose at this point, just make them skip even more combats. Then attack with all my flyers. They can eat 2 of the birds, but then they're just dead next turn. Nice. Deck working perfectly so far. 2 Ephemerates still floating. They're at 3. They skip their next 2 combats. Gurmag Angler is fine. Doesn't do anything. They just die in the air. Nice. Ephemerate this. Get back a fem. Ephemerate this. Assemble the combo, huh? Then just attack in the air for lethal. Just never had to play Counterspell. I don't know like why you go through like I understand playing till the end, but why go through the blocks? You're just gonna be dead to the attackers. I mean, I guess I do that too sometimes, but not typically, not typically. Okay. I think 2 Stonehorn is probably the correct number here. Do I want Prohibit as well? Seems good to have a lot of counter spells to fight them. I don't know if I need quite that many. Soul of Migration also does seem pretty decent in this matchup. Want to try to save the journeys for their Gurmags if we can. Not getting an easy matchup in the O2 bracket though. Do I want to go down to 1 Stonehorn? It is kind of annoying for them. I just don't know how much I actually need it, but I do like access to at least 1. And then just set out like a cantrip. I like 4 renewal against blue-black, especially because just playing a renewal and then even like hard casting a Muldrifter is so annoying for them. Like if they can't counter it, then they're gonna have to fight through it, and then it's gonna come back, then fight through it again, and that's pretty hard to do. I like negates and dispels, I think. They're gonna have a lot of counters and removal of their own, so this looks solid. triple dispel might be too much, but I like it. Well, we drew all the ephemerates that are in our deck, so this is the downside of having 4 ephemerate main, and which is why I side them out so this doesn't happen. But I'm still gonna keep. We have potentially like a turn 2 renewal, turn 3 Mold Drifter, but it's unlikely because most likely just gonna cycle this Ash Barrens. I don't really want to play it if I don't have to. We'll see. It might be worth it. Because then I threaten to just like Mold Drifter plus like Evoke Mold Drifter on 3. Right, so they drew the card after looking at it and then cycled Ash Barrens. Then attack for 1. Any land. Might need another land or 2 in this deck, honestly. Chancery. Okay. So let's go cycle and then play Chancery. Let's get Island. I'm gonna have to discard here. I'll just discard an Ephemerate, I suppose. Could have played, maybe the correct line was play Ashburns, play Renewal, next turn play Chancery. But I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't have had to discard. Was tempting to do that, but I think this is fine. They're going to flip Delver. I guess I could also just play Renewal plus tap land here. I don't hate that. Gets my tap land out of the way. Not under that much pressure yet. I like it. Another Delver. See if they set that one up to flip. And no land at all. Wow. Yep, let's do the Chancery plus tap land. Because then next turn we can evoke Mold Drifter and have Ephemerate up, which is a lot. And the nice thing about Renewal compared to Ephemerate is if you have 4 mana and you go evoke Mold Drifter and then you have Ephemerate available, they can always break it up with a removal spell. But with Renewal, there's no way to break it up because if I just evoke Mold Drifter now, if they don't counterspell it, then this is going to come into play and they can't kill it on the stack or anything. Then this just brings it back. So it's nice that you can just deploy this ahead of time and then you just get to get Mold Drifter back. I mean, they do have 2 Delvers here, but I'm going to probably draw a lot of cards. All right, I'm going to 12. If they have actual counterspell, I could just be dead. So let's hope they don't, I guess. They likely do. Just going to die to 2 Delvers, it looks like. If they tank on counterspell here, that's brutal. They should snap it off if they have it. Okay. Well, I need to draw something. Any evoke creature. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I mean, they didn't cast the Preordain last turn, so I guess I should have gone for Seagate there. I'm not sure. They probably would have countered that too. It's tough to say. Our draw was just a little too clunky against 2 Delvers here. Looks like we're going to be dead, but they went 1 bottom, 1 top. If I draw a Soul of Migration here, I'm just likely fine against single island. Soul? Mnemonic Wall. I think I'm dead. I don't think I have any outs. I guess I can draw a Tranquil Cove, survive at 1, and then somehow deal with both Delvers. No. I guess I can still ephemerate this. Let's take Journey. Let's ephemerate this right now. I could even dispel this. Again, I'm trying to now hit Tranquil Cove in the top 2 to survive. Man, it sucks to lose to this draw. Just died to some Delvers, didn't have the answers. Don't let me 0-3, please. Not like this. 2 Delvers. 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 2 Delvers We have so many counters now. Really should be able to fight pretty well. We have cantrips, we have counters. And again, Angelic Renewal seems great in this matchup. All right, this hand is slow, but I'm keeping. At least we can hit land drops for sure here. And we're on the play. See if our opponent keeps. Just gonna go Cove. This has been a pretty brutal league because we barely lost to Affinity. I could have maybe played differently. Like I could have gotten the Hydroblast there with the Mnemonic Wall. And then we ended up dying to a Tog Fling barely in game 3. We did get crushed by Campo, but if we lose this, it's just like a lot of close matches here. All right. If I don't have anything to do, I'm going to evoke Muldrifter next turn. But could just continue to wait also. Thought Scour themselves. Sure. All right. Preordain. Opponents had some pretty sketchy hands themselves. Let's see. Preordain and then bottom island. Maybe they don't have a Black Source. Maybe they have a Dispel up here. Chancery. I mean, they'd have to go exactly Swamp or Ash Barrens for Swamp and pass with mana up to break up like Muldrifter plus Ephemerate next turn. I think I'm just going to wait. But I'm actually not going to Chancery because I don't want to have to discard cards. So I'm just going to be playing basics here. Just play Island Pass. Could be correct to evoke Muldrifter there, but then if I don't really draw anything to do next turn, kind of sucks. And if I am allowed to just like Muldrifter, evoke plus Ephemerate next turn, it's going to be really good. All right, they Thought Scour themselves. Island. Preordain. Should not have played land before, I don't think. I feel like they have Counterspell, but guess we'll find out. Bottom, wow. They've been bottoming on all their cantrips. Angelic Renewal. I kind of want to just play that. I think I'm going to. Would have been nice to have that earlier, but they counter it. Okay. Now I'll just Chancery. Okay, sweet. Pass the turn. Can consider just hard casting a Muldrifter next turn. We'll see what they do. Okay, they get the Swamp. May have taken like too slow the line here, but still feeling okay. All right, I'm just gonna hard cast one of these. Cast. And it just resolves. Wow. A little 3-for-1 action here. Prohibit's great. Oh, and we have next turn we have 6 mana. So we don't quite have Evoke Soul of Migration with Ephemerate up. But it looks like opponent just has a really bad draw. They bottomed on all these Preordains and they're not doing anything. Rough for them. I'm going to attack and just play another Muldrifter and leave up Ephemerate, I think. Cast down. All right, let's go for this. Just too much value to pass up. They like have to counter this. And I guess I can just prohibit if I want. One, two, three, four, five. I could also just let it resolve and then cast either Mnemonic Wall or another Muldrifter. I'm just going to prohibit. Now they need another counter. They do, but that's fine. So they break it up. They kill my Muldrifter. Then do I just evoke this now? I think so. I have so much stuff to do. It's just divination here. Like, I have so many expensive cards in my hand. I'm not going to have time to deploy all of them. I already played a land, I think. Yeah. Already played the planes. Yeah, we're tapped out, so they could resolve like a Monarch here or something, but yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Do I just cast Soul of Migration or do I cast Mnemonic Wall? Probably just cast Mnemonic Wall here. Especially since I have 2 of them. Get to play my Tranquil Cove. Oh wow, should get Ephemerate. Could have gotten Prohibit on the first one. They're gonna kill this now. That's fine. Getting back the Ephemerate is really nice here. Let's just go Preordain into tap land. They're down to 1 card. Top. Tranquil Cove, go. We're just so far ahead. Opponent's draw was pretty bad this game. They're kind of flooded themselves for that deck. And they have another land. Ouch. Alright. Now it's just, I guess, lead on Mnemonic Wall. Get back Prohibit. Just kind of try to play it really safe here. They're playing a removal spell as their last card. I mean, they know I have this. I guess they have to. Get back Preordain, because we're going to be getting back Prohibit already with the other trigger. They have 0 cards. Jeez. Yes. Okay. Yes. I could just pass with Prohibit up, actually. Let's just do that. No need to do anything else. And Ephemerate still coming down here. Yield. Then we can just get back Ephemerate with this. We have the Prohibit. So, looking pretty locked up. Blue, are they trying to counterspell the Ephemerate? I can just Prohibit that. And get back Prohibit. Died to the 2 Delvers, but got them otherwise. It feels like they drew Counterspell. Yeah. So now I Mnemonic Wall, get back Ephemerate, and then I can get back Prohibit right now. I mean, I think I want to. Yes, get that back. And then I guess I just Preordain. Yeah, I was going to say look for more counters. Top, bottom. I don't need 2 Dispels, I don't think. There's Late to Dinner. I mean, sure. Seems good enough, right? I don't think I need a Seagate Oracle. I'll take this, though. All right. Again, no need to rush here. They have 0 cards. I have a couple counters. It doesn't work to actually just cast spells into this because now, like, I just keep getting back Prohibit, where if they don't cast spells, I don't get to keep getting back Prohibit. So it's actually worse to cast spells, like, into this loop. It's better for the Flicker player if the opponent's, like, casting spells like that Delver there. Because, again, now I'm just getting back Prohibit, where otherwise I would have it in my hand and then they would just still have the Delver to be able to play. It's just Evoke. I don't think I can lose if I just Late to Dinner here. I don't think there's anything I lose to, honestly. Just get this over with. I know that's not technically the right play, but I mean, they're top decking, and I'm just feeling like pretty safe. If they were like to mess with me at all, I think I could just still grind them out with like the 5 cards that I have. Why is that just jumping away? Attack with all. Can even just go like, I don't know, I'll just put more power into play, I guess. Draw more cards. Okay, they've had enough. Nice. Deck functioned pretty perfectly there. That was a good showing. Advanced to 1 and 2. We got to win out to at least 3-2 and go positive here. But honestly, I think this deck is good. Again, we barely lost to Affinity. Raptor, that was a bad matchup for sure, but can't really expect to play against that combo deck too much. People are not going to be as good as Raptor, who's one of the best combo players I've seen in Pauper. So nice. See you in round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. Would you like to play first? Yes. Keep this hand. This hand's not incredible, but I mean, maybe we can find land plus Mold Drifter for a turn 3 renewal here. We'll see. A lot of good things to draw into. Kind of want both of these. I just don't know if I actually want this tap land now. I think I can just bottom the tap land, top the island. Pass. It was less greedy to keep both lands, but then also I don't have really any action going yet. Oh, Infect. Wow. Okay. Well, there's the Mold Drifter. So hopefully we just don't die on turn 2. And we get to put a Mold Drifter into play to draw 4 next turn. But that may or may not be good enough in this matchup. This matchup could honestly be pretty rough for us. If we die before we get to before we're able to Stonehorn lock them. Yeah, pretty bad. They don't even want a Seal of Strength. Interesting. Do I just pass with counter up here? I think I just go for the Mold Drifter line. I mean, I can counter anything they do. If they do nothing, it's pretty bad for me. I'm going to go for the counter spell. Because then if I am able to counter something, I won't have to discard any cards. I don't know if that's even that relevant. Could be good to discard a card and then late to generate next turn, but all right, let's counter this for sure. And then next turn, I can go Evoke Mold Drifter. All right, getting hit for 4, up to 5 Infect. They have 5 cards in hand and no more lands. There's another counter, but I think I'm safe to just evoke this now. I do want to draw 4 cards here, hit some more land drops. If I hit a plains, it's actually kind of cool. I'm going to use this. Yep, draw 2 more. All right, well, there's nothing else I can do. I can just cycle Ash Barrens for plains here. And then next turn I could potentially Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate it. And then they're going to need multiple ways to get through all my creatures. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. Okay, that's fine. I also want to find Journey to Nowhere. No attack from them. I like seeing that. I don't know what could be in their hand. Maybe some type of 3-drops? I think I'd like to go Ponder, looking for counter spells, leave up, or looking for Journey, leave up counter. I mean, Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate makes 4 birds and a 2/4 flyer. And then they'd have to, they're going to have a 4/4 trample if they sack this. And I'm going to have 8, 10 power of blocker, 10 toughness of blockers. They only have 2 mana. I'm going to go for the Soul of Migration line. I'm not sure here. This is pretty close. I think I want to just do this, though. Again, this makes a lot of toughness. And I can just put almost all my creatures in front of that Glistener Elf if I have to. So this threatens to, kind of take over pretty quickly here. Snakeskin Veil, 2/2, sure. So they can make a 5/5 trample right now. They're going to do that. So I don't want to see 2 more, just basically giant growth effects. There's 1. I have, again, 10 toughness here, so I'm unlikely to die. If they give this pro-white, then I die, right? Seal of Strength. Different art. So they have 11 power trample. They're definitely blocking here. Gonna let's see, how much is this? This is 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is gonna be an 11/11 trample. So this would be taking 4 damage down up to 9 infect if they sack both seals. Let me double check this. 2 or 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this would be 11. So that is 4 infect if they sack both. If they just sack one, I'm taking 1 infect. I think this is fine here. I want to be able to ephemerate my Mole Drifter to try to draw into Journey to Nowhere. They have to sack one, yeah. They sack both, so I go to 9 infect. And then I get to rebound, draw a bunch of cards here, and if I find Journey, that should just wrap it up. Angelic Renewal and Soul of Migration. I mean, I guess I can start with Ponder. Ponder, look for Journey. Getting this off the table just makes me feel so much safer. Didn't find it, but we did find Stonehorn, so that's good enough. I can just have them skip a couple combats here. So let's go Plains, Soul, Stonehorn. That works as well. Let's go Island, Stonehorn Dignitary, then Ephemerate Stonehorn. Have them skip 2 combats. And looks like we were able to get there. Nice. And attack for 1. Nice. Then I can either Ephemerate Stonehorn again, just have them continue to skip combats, or I can flicker like a Mole Drifter here. Probably just have them keep skipping combats, seems safest to me. Another Soul of Migration. So I kind of want to leave up counter, I guess. Just go Cycle Ashburns for Plains. And I don't really even need to leave up counter yet. Should probably just put as much power into play as I can. So I guess I'm just going Renewal into Soul. Seems good. I think they're skipping 2 more combats if I'm not mistaken. It'll probably tell me in the chat, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I had them skip 2 and then a skip 1 more, and they've only skipped 1 so far, so they have 2 more combats to skip. Yeah, Blue-White Evoke is the best name for the deck, I think. Use it, yes. And then attack for 3 in the air. Now I actually just have a bunch of power as well, so I can kill them relatively quickly here. There's an Ichorclaw here, sure. There's a Thraben. They're at 16. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're skipping 1 more combat. So looking like it's over to me. I say that, and then sometimes it's not. It's just wait to dinner this, play a Thraben. They have Ichorclaw Mirror, but I don't think I can bring in Dust to Dust. I don't think that works. I can go up to I can certainly go up to 4 Stonehorn Dignitaries. That seems like a good plan. So they should have to skip this combat, and then I just kill them in the air. Nice. There's another Ephemerate. Can always Ephemerate the Stonehorn. If anything goes wrong, if they have like a fog here or something. I guess I can just counter the fog too. Okay, nice. Mono green infect, huh? Let's get prohibit. Let's get negates and dispels. Stone horns, obviously. So they showed Seal of Strength. I mean, I think I actually want Dawnbringer Cleric because there is a fair amount of times when you want to play Seal of Strength and then you don't want to use it that turn. So, yeah, I think Dawnbringer Clerics are going to be fine. I can also kill a Rancor and then maybe um, I can kill a Rancor and then counter it, or I can also just play a 1/3. I know that's not that good, but at least that's a roadblock. 3 Dispel might be too much, but they have to have a ton of instants. Like, they have to. Can definitely go down on some of this combo stuff. Renewal does just seem pretty solid. Can go down on it. This is a little bit slow, even at 4 mana. Can go down to 1 Mnemonic Wall, but I think Mnemonic Wall plus Ephemerate plus Stonehorn Dignitary, like, they basically just don't have any outs to that, because that's skipping a combat every turn. I wonder if I just want 4 Ephemerates then. Thraben's just basically a chump blocker, which is fine. Just wondering if 3 Dispels plus 2 Negate is too much. Can cut a cantrip. Could just have 2 Negates. Seagate Oracle is kind of a nice roadblock as well. And it's a blue creature. I have a minute left. I have to make some more cuts here. Not really sure what I'm supposed to cut. I mean, I could cut another one of these. Makes a bunch of toughness, but kind of would rather just be on the Stonehorn plan. All right, let's sort by CMC and see if there's anything else I want to cut. Journey to Nowhere just seems great. I guess I can just play 2 Dispel, because I still have 2 Dispel, 2 Negate, 2 Counterspell, and a Prohibit. So it's still a lot of counters. Cutting the Ponders is super greedy, but I kind of want to keep both Mnemonic Walls. I kind of want to keep all my Mulldrifters. So, alright. This hand actually looks pretty solid, because we have a Journey to Nowhere to buy time, and then we can find Mulldrifter. Alright, that is fine. The gate's not bad. It is obviously pretty rough being on the draw here, but okay, we get to journey that. Nice. I don't know if they're going to have any artifact or enchantment hit. I don't think we played a journey in game 1. So feeling relatively safe here. No other infect creature. That's great to see. They probably shouldn't have ran that out, because they probably should have waited for protection. Just start with Prayer Day and see if I want to play Renewal or leave up Negate. If they don't have a creature yet, kind of want to just bottom these. These aren't exactly what I need at the moment. Dispel. Do I want to leave up Negate or just play Renewal? I think just leaving up Negate's got to be good. What if they like just want to play like? I guess even if they play Seal of Strength, I'm not countering that, but I don't think I need to play Renewal yet. I don't think it really does much. Like, I'll probably have time to play it later. There's an Ephemerate, okay. It's not bad. Now I probably just play Chancery and pass. Just get this tap land out of the way so I can have untapped lands for the next 2 turns. Just pass with Negate up again. They look just to be flooded. That's the problem with Infect and Pauper. This can happen. I mean, playing this out now really doesn't do much. I think I'm just going to play Renewal, pass. Again, I don't think playing these Dawnbringer Clerics is good yet. Just really seems to not do anything. Wow, their draw is terrible. I mean, ours isn't great, but okay, there we go. Now I can just go Evoke Moldrifter, use the renewal, and then should just be good to go from here. Get to draw 4, and we even have ephemerates. Counterspell is nice too. Guess I can just discard Dawnbringer Cleric plus Dawnbringer Cleric here. I don't really need those. Ichor Claw Mirror. Alright, let's counter this. Definitely want to just counter their Infect creature. It's just Ephemerate, draw 4 cards. I don't think this deck can really... Oh, they're Vinesing. Okay, that's fine. See, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Probably just going Mnemonic Wall. Get back Counterspell. Yep. In these types of matchups, I mean, I know we can just die early, but if you stabilize after the early game, like if you're able to make it through the early game, then the matchup just gets really easy. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control gains hexproof. Sure. Another one, sure. You have a 2/5. I think that's basically just a concession. Another Augur. We're definitely not dying to damage. Oh, Savage Swipe the Moldrifter. I'll just negate this. I can just get back negate with these ephemerates. So, might as well just keep my flyer around. No reason not to. I can get back ephemerate and then cast another ephemerate, get back negate. Okay. And we assembled the loop. Nice. All right, fought back to 2-2. Let's try to go positive in the league and see you in round 5. Got this. All right. Welcome to the 5th and final round of this league. I'm keep this sketchy hand. We're against Fra Mario 88. See what we're up against here, but 2-2 bracket. Looks like we could be up against Burn. Yep. Okay. Burn is kind of sketchy, especially game 1. We do have a Tranquil Cove, we do have a Journey, so we have some interaction here. A couple cantrips. Looking decent. If they don't play a creature, I'm going to have to go Cycle Ashburns for Island, play Preordain next turn. If they play a Thermal Alchemist, I might consider just journeying that. I probably need to. Can't let that deal me any damage. Yep. Basic? No. Counterspell's a good draw, though. Just get this out of there. So in the sideboard, we have 2 Dawnbringer Cleric, 2 Dispel, 2 Hydroblast, 2 Negate, and Prohibit. Okay, we actually have a lot. That's a lot of hate for this matchup. That makes it, like, gives us a lot of interaction to keep ourselves alive. We don't have too much lifing except for the Dawnbringers, but we can try to stabilize and then Dawnbringer with, like, Ephemerate up, or with our other piece of interaction up with the Angelic Renewal up. Deciding how to play the cantrips here. I kind of like Ponder right now, take the best card, and then Ash Baron cycle. We'll see. We might not even need to here, but I kind of like Ponder, take the best out of the 3. Kind of want more lands, though. I think I'm just going to shuffle this. So it didn't end up actually mattering that much. Let's get Island, play it, Preordain. Down to 14 here. Oh man, this is sketch. I think I need to keep the Ash Barons, even though it's not very good. Having all 3 Ash Barons in this matchup is not ideal because it takes a mana to cycle them. And that's not where you want to be, really. Okay, we're at 14 though, and they have 4 cards in hand. Okay, okay. I think I'm supposed to just go cycle this. Actually, just gonna get Island. guess I could get planes. Might want more white sources actually. Pass. Then we have counterspell up here. I'll counter most things. And then if we draw a land, I could just mnemonic wall back counterspell. I could just cast Mulldrifter. I could evoke Mulldrifter plus go for Ephemerate, make them use a burn spell on the Mulldrifter. Lava Spike. I think I just want to counterspell because they didn't do anything last turn, and I don't want to not be able to use my counterspell here. It's kind of vital that I get to use it. All right, let's go for Mulldrifter Ephemerate right now. Force them to use a burn spell on the Mulldrifter. That can kind of like gain us life in that sense. Ooh, there's a Tranquil Cove. That just resolved. Wow. I think I want to just Tranquil Cove, go to 15, pass. Looking to be in a good spot here. Again, they have 4 cards in hand. I'm not sure what they have. Maybe multiple Fire Blasts, maybe Searing Blaze. Seeing another land is actually good, even though I'm probably going to get Searing Blazed, yeah. It's okay, though. And there's Curse. Curse is a problem. Didn't have the counterspell for that. Okay, my Ephemerate's gone forever, but already kind of did its job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can Mnemonic Wall, get back Counterspell, Chancery back Cove. I can just cast Mulldrifter. Let's just do this. I want to Chancery back at Tranquil Cove in order to gain 1 more life. Maybe having like 1 land that can gain 2 life, whether Radiant Fountain or Kabir Crossroads, might be just worth it with the 3 bounce lands. I think I'm safe to discard this. I'm gonna want to play Tranquil Cove basically as soon as I can, so I don't die. Okay, I have 6 mana, going to 10. I have Counterspell up, but they do have a curse, so I'm gonna have to get some pressure going. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. So I have 6, 7 mana potentially. I think what I like going for then is play Soul of Migration, Ephemerate it with counter up, and then Tranquil Cove next turn. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast with Evoke. They can't even really interact with this because this has 4 toughness. So if they want to try to Fire Blast it, they just don't even think about Fire Blasting it. Okay. Well, now we have a bunch of power. We have a clock. Needle Drop. Kind of want to counter this, but I think I'm just going to let it resolve. If they play another spell on their turn that deals 3, I'd rather counter that at this point, honestly. Because if they draw any more creatures, that's fine. We can beat creatures, we just can't beat like Fire Blasts and stuff. Man, this is pretty tough. Oh, that's resolving. I can just deal with that. With this, that's really good to see. Okay, going to 8 here. Just flicker Mnemonic Wall, get back Ephemerate. There's a late dinner. Okay. Let's attack with everything. I'm gonna play Journey to Nowhere, so I might as well lead with that. So let's go play Journey to Nowhere. Get this out of there. Gain 1 life. Ooh, I forgot about this, the gain 3. Wonder if I go for like Ephemerate on this right now. I need to leave up Counterspell, so I have 3 mana total. Alright, just pass. They're at 14. So I can't kill them next turn. Them playing a land is a good sign for me. All right, let's just counter this. Because then if I ephemerate this, I can get back counterspell. So I can actually counter another spell this turn. Skewer the critic. So watch this. This is actually pretty sick. Now I go ephemerate, mnemonic wall, get back counterspell, counter the skewer, and then looking good now. Get back counter. Yield to this and then use it. And then play counterspell, target this. Sweet. And then we have ephemerate coming back down. Get back ephemerate and then get back counterspell. And we can even gain 3 off a late dinner. Oh, Fire Blast us down to 5 and then go to 4. Okay, but we're going to be able to get back counterspell. So still looking to be okay. Go to 4. Ephemerate this. Get back ephemerate. Yes. Ephemerate this. Get back counterspell. Yes. Then I guess I can just go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess I can go late to dinner and then gain 3 right now. Is that better than leaving up counter? I don't really know, but I could also just, if I draw a land off this Mulldrifter, I can do everything. I don't. I guess I'll just leave up counter and my food token. Okay. Not sure what can kill me here with food plus counters, food or counter up here. And then I have lethal next turn. Oh, Thermal Alchemist. They have 0 cards in hand. Okay, just counter it. Nice. Close game, close game. I think they misplayed when they cast the second spell that turn, because that was just so good for me to be able to, I'm talking about when I flickered the mnemonic wall to get back the counterspell after using it, was so huge. And I did forget about the life gain from late to dinner. I still think I wouldn't have really changed my play too much. Alright, Stonehorn is okay, but they only have like really one creature that attacks in the 1 mana 2/2. I think those can come out. I need the journeys for the Thermal Alchemists. That can be a problem. Alright, what am I taking out? I guess late to dinners. Yeah, it makes a food token. And I guess it is good with my Evoke creatures. It's just kind of slow. Making the food token is actually pretty relevant here. The ability to gain 3 is huge. The Raven Inspector is just a nice roadblock as well. I think this is just too slow. This is a little slow. Gotta cut out at least one of those. I don't want to cut too many ephemerates or renewals because they're good with the Dawnbringer Clerics too to gain life. Just do my classic cut a couple cantrips to host board. Do I want to cut a second soul? Probably. This is just really good with the renewal, just making a huge board and then I can kill them quickly. Alright, let's try this. Let's look at the deck before we submit. Do I want a second late to dinner? Look at all the counters we have for this matchup. Double Hydro, triple Dispel, double Negate, Prohibit, double Counter. It's a lot. Could take out another Ephemerate in this matchup, honestly. And maybe a Mnemonic Wall, because it's kind of slow. And just plan on being like a more like fair like blue-white Evoke deck with Renewal. We don't really need to like assemble the full lock. And then I can keep late to dinners because I can just like plan on going like turn 4 or turn 3 Evoke this, turn 4 late dinner, and then crack it. But gonna need to be leaving up counters, but the fact that these can gain life seems good. Not sure about this sideboard plan. This might not be perfect, but maybe I'm supposed to keep ephemerates to go with my Dawnbringer Clerics. I also had 4 Dawnbringer Cleric, but just because the meta is so hostile, you need like so many counters for Chatterstorm. You need so many hate cards for Affinity. I'd actually like to have more on the sideboard, but there's really just not room. And I have the 4 Dust to Dust already. Could have like 1 Revoke Existence or 2, but again, there's just feels like there's already not really space. Like I want more Dawnbringer Clerics. I want more hate for Affinity, but kind of like this sideboard plan, I think. Oh, opponent disconnected. Let me pause and return when they're back. All right. Opponent just says, is everything all right? Yeah, they were the one disconnected for a while. I'm saying, yep, great, thanks, you. This hand has good interaction, but we have to mulligan. We just have a 1 Ash Barrens, so it's mull. So why are we waiting? You're the one that was disconnected for so long. I'm gonna say, I see your clock going. Okay, I'm not gonna respond to this. Let's see. This hand is close. We get to Tranquil Cove, turn 2 Preordain. I think we can just do better. We just want counter spells and stuff. Oh man, that sucks. So we have to only keep 4 of these. 1 second. All right, just had to do a quick trade with a card order. Shout out to them. And I have to put 3 cards on the bottom, keep 4. So we can put back 1 of these Dispels. Have to keep both lands. I think I need the Prohibit as well. Do I want to keep the Renewal in case I can draw into Muldrifter? I mean, I have to put 2 more cards back, right? Just keep the counters. Just do this. Probably going to lose this game. 7 cards versus 4. It's just pretty rough here. Could have kept the Renewal and tried to draw into land Muldrifter, but not sure. It's so funny. Opponent like disconnects for a couple minutes. Right when they get back, they're like, why are we waiting? It's like, you were gone. So funny. Okay. They have Rift Bolt coming down. Counter 1/3 of that Rift Bolt with this Tranquil Cove. Got him. And I don't want to see a Thermal Alchemist right here. A couple like lightning bolts to the face I'm fine with. Curse or Thermo is bad. Okay, Needle Drop, no land. No land is good and bad, because then when they draw, okay, they have a Forgotten Cave. It's not great. At least it's no Thermo. Okay, Tranquil Cove is actually a good draw. Now I can leave up Prohibit, and then next turn Tranquil Cove. This looks solid. We do have, again, a lot of good hate for this matchup. Oh, snap this off. Nice. Journey to Nowhere. All right, well, if I knew I was going to draw that, I would have let Thermo resolve, but so be it. Hopefully they have another one. Then I can just answer that card with Journey. Most instants I'll counter with Dispel. Chain Lightning resolves. I'm going to counter this. This is representing 1 damage and another card. So whether that card's a land or a spell, we don't know, but still representing more damage. Okay. This is actually pretty good. Do I want to get back Tranquil Cove? Or do I want to just get back Island and then play Mnemonic Wall, get back Prohibit? I think the ability to guaranteed play Mnemonic Wall next turn is worth it. I shouldn't have 6 here also, because I want to represent like I have interaction here. If we can win with this Bowl to 4, then that's pretty nuts. Resolves. Okay, we're at 12. They have 3 cards in hand. Muldrifter's good. I think I still want to just play Mnemonic Wall. Get back Prohibit. Just makes me feel like the most safe. They have Pyroblast. Okay. Well, that sucks. The good news is we're at 12 and they have 2 cards in hand. So if they draw like any lands, they're pretty far from killing us. Cycle Forgotten Caves. I like to see that. And I like to see them play Mountain more, but All right, we're at 9. They have 2 cards in hand. One of them's a land. Nice. It's looking good. Soul of Migration. Let's just hardcast Mulldrifter. Draw some interaction. Right. That is some interaction for sure. Now I'll bounce Tranquil Cove. I do want to gain the life now. And if I don't die exactly this turn, which I don't think I really can from 9, I should be pretty safe. Okay, well I can kill that. Which I'm going to have to do. Going to 8. They need another mountain to double Fire Blast, and I have a Cove actually. Let's lead on Ponder. Oh, nice. Now I think I just Dawnbringer Cleric this, hold the Hydroblast. I mean, these aren't that great, but I think they're good enough. Because Dawnbringer Cleric is really good. Let's go Tranquil Cove, go to 9. Cleric. Blow this up. Attack. And then I can just Hydroblast anything random and then just cast Soul of Migration next turn. Hopefully they play something to Hydroblast. That would be ideal. Because I'm not really drawing anything else. Okay, nice. I guess I'll just let this resolve and Hydroblast at end of turn. One card in hand, we're at 9. Just hardcast. Nice. Attack for 3. Could still lose this game, absolutely, but we're drawing land next turn, so if they draw Runner, Burn Spell, and they have a Fire Blast in hand, then we die, but otherwise, I think we got it. It's close. Could go either way. Nice. Love to see land. Now they can't even kill us with this spell, even if it's a Fire Blast plus another Fire Blast. We still don't die. And how much power do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, we don't have lethal. It's brutal. Should have maybe left back 1 creature, because they could play a haste creature, deal me 2 damage. They draw another land. Okay, well they drew land, so they got flooded here. Let's play Thraben, crack it. Renewal. Sure. I still don't think I can die to any 2 cards, so I think we're good now. Could have left back 1 creature, but I have the Thraben back, and again, I can't think of any 2 cards that kill me from this position, so mull to 4, no problem, it looks like. Oh, hardcast Fire Blast, go to 5. Yeah, and then they don't have anything that deals 5 as far as I know. Do they have the Miracle card? No. All right, GG, nice. So rough start to the league, but then was able to pull out a 3-2 out of it. Got my chest, got my QP, got my play points back. This deck is really good. Like, you saw round 1, we were so close to winning. We potentially could have won it. We were just barely didn't get there. And if I played a little bit better, we might have been able to win it. And I really like all these counterspells against Chatterstorm, and they have dual purpose against Burn, which makes it like does not feel as bad to have less Dawnbringer Clerics. I mean, maybe this card is just good enough to warrant at least 1 more because it's so versatile, but oh wait, we got to show the Soul Migration here. Yeah, honestly, the only thing I guess I could see changing is I was like very mana hungry all the time. And I don't know if like these Thrabens are actually necessary. They haven't really been that good, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what we would want, but it is nice because it's a 1 mana spell with an ETB that you can ephemerate in a pinch. And it does just cycle. Just don't know if you need the Thrabens. We can try cutting them moving forward. I kind of want to play like a 3rd Mnemonic Wall or a Archaeomancer as well. I don't even know if I need a 3rd counterspell. I think what I want is more lands. Do I want to play like Evolving Wilds? Seems good. Oh, let's not go to 0 quantity. That's a good trick though. If you want to brew with cards you don't own yet, just set the quantity to 0, and then all the cards will show up on whatever you search. And then you can kind of use that to brew or to change your deck. 21 lands. And this is 3 counterspell. I could also cut 1 ephemerate and just play 3. Play either like a Seagate Oracle. If there was any other cards that are also good with renewal, that would be nice, but I'm not sure what else to run. I mean, this might be a little bit better. Could also play like 1 brainstorm, especially now that we have like 4 shuffle effects. We can like brainstorm away cards that are bad in certain matchups, like Journey to Nowhere, or if we have too many ephemerates. I don't know. I don't know. This looks decent, honestly. Having triple counterspell is kind of nice. Could run like a prohibit main instead of the counter because it's easier to cast with these quad planes and these chanceries. I don't hate that. A lot of times it's going to be the same as counter, but it's a little easier to cast. And if our mana is a little bit tight, like a lot of times you might not have that mana for double counter, but if you had counter plus prohibit, like you could cast it off Chancery Island, where otherwise you couldn't cast double counter spell. Kind of like this. This is probably what I would try moving forward. I like the 4 renewals. Could cut an ephemerate here. Could play a brainstorm. Seagate Oracle honestly hasn't been great, but you do want more things to flicker. And I think this is probably the best option. Could play the Thopter. Could play the 3 mana 2/1 in white that gains a life and draws a card, but this just seems better, honestly. Not really sure. How many spells do we have? Like, can we just play Augur of Bolas? No. It's only 18 spells. There's no way you can play Augur with only 18 spells. We need to like have less angelic renewals in the deck basically, but this card has been sweet. Also, could play the one what's that card called? The 5 mana 3/3 flying that brings back an artifact, creature, or enchantment of your choice from the graveyard. That's not bad because you can get back renewal, but I found most of the time you just don't need to. Yeah, I'd probably just try this moving forward. We added 1 more land, which seems good. Could even add just a second land, just cut 2 Thrabins, add even another land, even like another duel. Could play the blue-white campus. Could play, I think even just another Evolving Wilds would be better because it's good with Ponder. But yeah, this looks good. This is probably what I would run moving forward, and I really think this deck is good. The Chatterstorm matchup might not be that great, but with all these counters, with the Stonehorns, you can definitely beat them, and I think this deck is playable in this meta. It's not maybe as good as the top 3 decks, but it can hang against any of them. And if there is any bans, I don't see anything in this deck that's really like about to get banned. So I might be playing this deck moving forward, especially if some bans happen. Then I might just be like jamming this in challenges and stuff. This deck seems strong. Of course, depending on what happens, you'd have to change a lot in the deck, depending on what the meta looks like. But thanks so much for watching. Channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Please sub to the channel. Really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Peace.